Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your January 2019 reading. I want to thank all of you for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for those of you that have sent me donations, that have purchased items from my Amazon wish list. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Thank you for your patience as well. I'm so grateful for you guys. I was having technical difficulties, and so your January readings are a bit late. So thank you guys for understanding. This is going to be a general and love life reading. So I'm going to get started with your general, and then I will follow with love reading for singles and coupled, all in one reading. Okay, so stick around. Make sure you catch the whole reading. Remember that this is a general reading, and so not all messages will resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So here we go. What does Aquarius need to know? Most important message for Aquarius for January 2019, please. Within the next few months. You're going to see results on something within the next few months. There's some results you are waiting for, not the right time. Things will be changing for you, but not at the timeline you had in mind. One more card. Remain positive. Okay. Very important, Aquarius. Sometimes you may internalize certain situations, certain outcomes that you're afraid will come out. Don't internalize it. Don't overthink it. Don't worry. Don't stress. This is just not the right time for you. But we'll find out what's going on here within the next few months. Clarify this card for Aquarius within the next few months, please. Four of Cups. Too many cards. I will show them to you though. Oh, reversals. Okay, let me show them to you upright. The Emperor, Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, and Ten of Pentacles. So, careful at work. Careful at work, Aquarius. Don't burn your bridges if you're not getting along with people at work, with your boss, most importantly, your supervisor. Because they are reversed, I'm going to tell you right now that the offer you were expecting probably isn't going to come in at the time that you wanted, or, you know, a specific raise, additional hours, whatever it may be. But you're definitely done having this outright battle with a coworker or your boss. Because it's in reverse, I feel as though they'll be the one feeling more imbalanced than you. But they'll be the ones to sabotage that opportunity for you. So be careful, because when this person, you know, gets noticed for their wrongdoing, you don't want them to bring you down. Watch your back, Aquarius. I think I said that for you in your 2019 reading. If you haven't caught the 2019 reading, I believe work was a topic there, something similar to that, where you think someone has your back, but they don't. Or at least not the way you thought they did. King of Cups. Queen of Wands. And there's the Emperor. Okay, so within the next few months, let me see if I can get them all in the same shot. Okay, within the next few months. So things might not be the way you want them to be at work, in your home life, your situation, your relationships, your partnerships, right? Maybe this is a father figure, your boss. If you have a Queen of Wands here, this is like husband and wife, mother and father. Again, be careful who you trust at work. Don't burn your bridges. Crying over, you know, missed opportunities here, emotional discontentment. Be optimistic and know that that bridge may be smoldering, but it's not completely gone. You have one cup here. So it is about maintaining your emotions, keeping your emotions, maintaining professionalism, integrity, being able to make the right decisions without burning your bridge, without being the bad guy or, you know, the shit starter, the troublemaker. I feel as though you have shit on someone that you're, yeah, look at that, the Judgment card. I feel as though you have shit on someone that you can completely and totally throw under the bus, but it's like you're saving that card. If you use it too soon, which is the judgment call that you need to make, you are trying to figure out, like you have the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. It's a serious judgment call that you'll need to make, but trust me, it is not the right time, Aquarius. It's like you want to cash your chips in with that. Right now is not the right time. Remain positive so you can hold on to your cards. You will have new beginnings. It's just not at the right time that you were anticipating. 7 of Pentacles. So you feel as though you've put in a lot of work into something with little to no acknowledgement or pay or recognition. You jumped into something, perhaps a new position, a new, you know, set of responsibilities. You know, you think that you know everything there is to know about this position. You've been trained, or so you think. And then you know what's going to happen? At the end of the quarter, at the end of the month, at the end of the whatever it may be, your timeline at work in the next, let's see, 2 to 7 months. So from now until the summer, there will suddenly be a report that will show certain numbers, certain statistics that you were probably never informed of. And so although you may be working your ass off, doing your best to show, you know, that you've put your best foot forward, you're taking this seriously, there is something that this immediate supervisor or someone in a higher position has kept from you. So you continue working thinking you already know the job. You think as though, you know, you can do this with your eyes closed, right? But they're the ones pulling the wool over your eyes. They're going to do that snake move. So make sure that there isn't anything that you're not aware of that you need to know about at work. Any part of your job description that could possibly be hidden from you at the moment. You don't want it to come back and bite you in the ass. You know, it's one of those, you get called into a meeting and it's, you know, you've been through a couple of meetings so you know what to expect, and then, you know, you don't realize it's the end of the first quarter, second quarter, whatever it is, or maybe you need to pull last quarter's stats, sales, data, whatever it may be. And then they put you on the spot and call on you and they're like, hey, where's our copies of the report? And you're like clueless. You have no idea. You probably don't even know how to run that report. You don't even know where to get it from. Stay in integrity. Don't go pointing fingers. Don't go trying to throw someone under the bus. It is not the right time to burn that bridge. Simply and professionally, you just say, you know, I wasn't aware that I had to, you know, have that. Every so often, can you give me more information? And I will get that for you right away. This is the first time that I'm being asked for it, but I promise you that this will be the last time that I am not prepared for a meeting. I was never made aware of this situation, and I thank you for informing me. That is how you handle it. So remain positive. Remain positive. 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. There is a need for work, life, love, balance. You need to take some time and try to figure out how you're going to find your balance here. Financially, emotionally, and mentally, because this 4 of Swords has you thinking and overthinking so many different scenarios to the point that you're like, do I have enough money for that? Am I going to be able to be okay the next few months? Put those worries to an end. You are feeding that lack mentality. The I don't have enough money to make ends meet this month, next month, the next 5 months. It's got to stop. Any more cards for Aquarius? Yeah. 7. Oh, look at that. 2 7s. Okay, here it is. Really 3 7s because you have the 7 of Pentacles here. So there is some deception here. Again, I keep feeling that there is deception here. Someone is holding on to key information, things that you need to be aware of at work. I don't really feel like this is at home. It could apply for some of you at home with partnerships and families. You know, some of you that maybe live with more than one family in your home and someone has plans of something else and you're misinformed or you're not given the whole picture. But with the 7 of Cups here, I feel like you're being told that everything is okay. You're doing a great job, but they're failing. Look at that snake. It's that same one here. They're failing to let you know of every single part of your job. That's a requirement. You are going to be caught unprepared. Something is definitely going to come up where they're going to want to throw you under the bus, as though maybe you're being a little too cocky or confident about how good you are, how good your work is, your results are, and they just cannot wait to catch you slipping. And it's probably something minor that they probably caught a long time ago. Maybe they even purposely withheld the information from you when they were training you, setting you up for failure. It's time for you to have a heart-to-heart, a good one-on-one communication. You know, it wouldn't hurt to go to your boss and say, hey, just want to, you know, touch base. I've been trying to do this, just letting you know what I've been working on. I've been taking on XYZ. I've been doing all of this other stuff, you know. Am I missing something? I know I'm fairly new here, or, you know, maybe this time of the year after the holidays, you know, I just want to make sure that, you know, we've got everything sorted out and I'm not forgetting anything now with the new year. Because at least you've made an attempt to clear things up. And you know what that does? That builds character, that builds trust and faith. So when you do get called into whatever type of meeting, you can say, wait a minute, we just had this little meeting where I gave you the rundown of everything I was working on. Did we talk about this? Did I forget about this? Did I miss this? No. So, Guardian Angel Tarot, what message do you have for Aquarius? Most important message, the takeaway here for Aquarius, January 2019. Most important message, please. What is the takeaway here? These cards are going crazy. Too many cards keep flipping out. All right, let's see. Messenger of emotion. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. So you may be making an offer to someone in love sometime this month. Something is developing for you. A new frame of mind, a new relationship, deepening of feelings. Helper of emotion. Romance blooms and you find yourself falling in love. Gifts of flowers, love letters, and poems read aloud are all in your future. Marriage proposals, weddings, and past life connections are possible. Someone new who is romantic, dreamy, and emotional may enter your life. This person could be an artist who's an idealist about love. Lots of love here. Six of Thought. Peaceful times are on the horizon. The storms have passed, and now you can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. Remember, remain positive. All of this is developing within the next few months. Okay, Aquarius, that's your general reading. Your general reading for January 2019. Remember, because this is a little bit late, some of this stuff may have already been in the works. Now's your time to do a bang up, clean up job, right? All right, let's see what's going on with your love life. Love life reading. Straight up singles, trying to figure out why you're still single, Aquarius. Straight up single Aquarius for January 2019. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. One more card. And children, your love life is being affected by children. Now, if you haven't caught the 2019 forecast, right? Children played a big part. Seriously, big part. I don't know how many children cards I got in that reading. So if you're expecting or thinking about having children, having trouble having children, conceiving, maybe you just need to take a retreat and figure out what your next step is. This is for straight up singles though. So if you're on a break from a marriage, a partnership, a relationship, because children played a big part in your separation, there is a need for you to take some time out for yourself, to really disconnect, ground yourself, heal yourself, try to figure out what the next step is for you, whether it's you or your partner who wants the children, who have had a heated debate about children. Let's get to the bottom of this. Retreat. Clarify that, please. Retreat and children. Too many cards. Although the Empress was one of them, along with the Seven of Pentacles. Hang on. Three of Swords, Seven of Cups. You are confused. Part of you wants children, the other part does not. Some of you have children and you feel like you need a break from them. A break from your children. And although you feel bad about me saying that or thinking that, it will help you to move forward towards calmer waters. Some of you, I feel there's somebody here who you're single because you weren't able to conceive, or things weren't working out with your partner, where maybe you were a little too stressed out to make this happen for yourself. There is an opportunity for you to come back together. Maybe really talk about the situation, how much this hurts, what you really want. Narrow down your choices, your options. What is for your highest good? What will bring you to love, to children, to light, to contentment, to peace, harmony within. You're confused because maybe you've got too many people making decisions for you. Talk too much. They cause confusion and stress and pain, making you feel like, yeah, you don't have children because of XYZ, like it's your fault, like you're such a bad person or whatever. Making you feel unworthy and undeserving, and it makes you just want to run away from the whole situation. Maybe it's time to have a talk about adoption and getting back together with that partner and saying, you know, it's okay if we don't have our own natural children, but maybe we should adopt. We love each other. We should be together. There is an opportunity here for you to reflect. There is a need for it, for you to take a break and reflect and figure out, where do you go from here? So let's find out with the Whispers of Love Oracle. What is the most important message, love message, Aquarius singles need to hear? Those just flipped out. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. It's okay to be feeling a little let down, disappointed, frustrated, and angry. Like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. So as much as you may be a bit disappointed about the situation and how things were not working out, how children became a part of your block here, there is a need for you to heal, for you to let it go of the resentment, of the pain, of the loss. Because I feel like maybe somebody had a miscarriage. Instead of breeding more disappointment and resentment, like attracts like. Love yourself and others will follow. So the deception card flipped over, whoever that may apply to. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So whether that be couples or singles, someone is being deceptive here, keeping things from someone that you're interested in. Doesn't have to be dire. Could just be your feelings that you haven't quite opened up to just yet. Maybe it's about the fact that you do have children and you never told your partner or your new person that you have children. Or maybe you just found out that your ex is pregnant and now you've got a child coming in. Whatever your situation. So here we go. Aquarius couples, dating, or in-betweeners for January 2019. The reconciliation card flew out. Oh, and the codependency. Okay. Okay. This one weighs heavily on me. Codependency issues. You may have a partner, a friend, a family member, a child who is very codependent on you. It can also be that you may have addictions, codependent to alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, shopping, toxic relationships, negative behavior. There is a need for reconciliation. So one of the messages I just got is that for some of you in this relationship, there is a need for you to reconcile. The codependency isn't with them. It's with someone else, a friend, a family member, you know, like a parent, a child, you know, coworker, whatever it may be. Maybe an ex you have that comes in and out of your life that ruined your current relationship. That just, you know, put a wedge in between you and your current partner. Maybe you were trying to get something off the ground and you couldn't because of this codependency issue. Codependent relationships are very unhealthy and toxic, especially when you are trying to move forward with a new beginning. And so maybe this makes somebody feel left out, whether this is happening to you or you are the person that's carrying a codependent relationship. Perhaps some of you are healing from addictions. You are trying to move past certain addictions. There is a need to get right with those things, heal, get help, seek professional help, stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing drugs, stop whatever it is that you feel a need. Like you can't go on without doing whatever it is that you need to do. Tell me about reconciliation for Aquarius. Somebody here feels responsible for someone. That is a codependent relationship. King of Cups and Five of Wands. So reconciliation, remember, doesn't necessarily mean that you are getting back together. It means, it can, if that's what you two are choosing, but it can mean, what I mostly define it as, is coming together, making amends, clearing the air, cutting cords, cutting ties, whatever has caused this conflict, this tug of war between the two of you, whether moving on together or moving away from each other. This King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could also be involved. He or she could be the one that is bringing all this emotional unrest into your situation, into your home, your partnership, your marriage. You're always at odds with this person. Even if they're not a water sign, you know who I'm talking about. Ex, partner, family member, child, whatever it may be. Yeah, you feel like you can't move on. Maybe they owe you money. Be it child support, alimony, child support. You feel like they're this dark cloud over your house, over your partnership, relationship. They can be manipulative. They know exactly what to say or do to get under your skin. I almost feel like you want to say, you know what, you win. Like, you win. Bye. Boy, bye. Or bye, Felicia. Get out of my way. Get out of my sight. Never come back here again. Keep your money. I'm making my own money. I got my own family in the works. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. And that could have been a codependent relationship that you were carrying on for someone that maybe could be coming to you financially. Three of Swords. It breaks your heart to release yourself from this codependent relationship, but at the same time, it breaks your heart having to figure out what you need to do here. Do you cut ties with a codependent relationship to pursue a new relationship with someone new? And if so, you feel as though it's a catch-22. Either decision is going to break your heart. You keep the codependent relationship and you can never start something new because they're not having it, or vice versa. You cut the codependent relationship and start something new, but it pains you to have to do that to someone. That is why it's unhealthy. No one should be that dependent on another person. Page of Wands. Six of Wands. Whatever decision you make here will be a good one. Yeah, look at that. There you are, Aquarius, right in the middle of an earth sign and a water sign, perhaps. The Tower card is Scorpio. But this is a wake-up call for you to do something about this. Because if you want this relationship to work out with someone, but there's a third-party meddler, somebody who's constantly giving you their input, their opinion, someone who is codependent on you, and they're always asking questions about your relationship, always wanting to know, or they ask other people, what's going on with, you know, so-and-so and so-and-so, you know, because they want to be informed even when you don't tell them personally. but they'll kind of start like, hey, have you noticed that so-and-so and this, and you know, they're starting to this, and you know, like little changes like that. And then before you know it, you've got people asking you the same type of questions, because everyone wants to be all up in your business. You're just trying to find your own balance. You're just trying not to screw anyone over. But it's a wake-up call, because now it makes you realize you need to do something about this. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. So unfortunately, somebody is going to be left out in the cold here. Are you sacrificing your happiness, your well-being to keep this codependent relationship happy at the loss of a new relationship or a current partnership? If your current partnership is the codependent relationship, are you losing out on family, on children, on friends? Because they can't handle that you have so many friends, or you want to spend time with your child. They want it to be all about them. They seem a little selfish for not allowing you to have your own happiness, your own life. So do you feel left out in the cold? Or are you going to have to do something to make them? Somebody here out of 3 people, 3 to 6 people, are definitely going to be left out in the cold. You may be stuck in the middle of a family situation like that. What does Aquarius need to do to move on from this, to heal from this? What is the best possible advice for them in this situation? Follow your heart. 2 of Cups and the 8 of Wands, which are the arrows of love, right? Like Cupid. I will always tell people, self-love, self-care, self-preservation, self-respect, whatever it may be. Whatever it is that you need to feel happy, confident, at peace, harmonious. Go towards what makes you happy and fulfilled. If that's a partnership, a friendship, a relationship, whatever it may be. 8 arrows of love towards your 2 of Cups. Is this the romantic relationship that you want, that you will be having to sacrifice codependent relationships? Usually codependent relationships are difficult to let go of, are difficult to release yourself from, but codependency is not healthy. So it is about doing what is ultimately best for you in love, in life, in happiness. If you have anxiety about the situation, you feel emotional ups and downs, inner conflict, overthinking, stress, worry, go towards what is best for you. Whispers of Love Oracle, what is the love advice for Aquarius couples? Hang on, they flew out again. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. That is your love oracle, Aquarius. That has been your reading for January 2019. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I hope this resonated. If it did, please hit the thumbs up, like, share, comment, or subscribe. Your 2019 reading will be linked here if you haven't caught it yet. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can use one of the links in the description box below. Okay, so there you go, Aquarius. Have a good one. We'll see you in February. Take care. Bye.